Record button. Saeed, lovely to hear from you, or lovely to see you, I should say. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I came across your profile and thought, my goodness, I need to connect with you. You help people grow personally and professionally. Tell me more.
Thank you so much, Risha, for this call. And I think we are trying to connect since a couple of weeks, and today we found the time slot. So I'm living in Saudi Arabia since last 13 years. I'm trying to help people, especially my finance community, what mistakes they are doing in their career, what is the problem they have in the market, how they have to find the job, and what is the changes is coming in finance profession. So in this case, I have my academy where I conduct courses, live session, master classes. I have my online courses. I do podcasts, I write newsletters. So many things are going together. So I have 25 years of experience in corporate life, starting from Pakistan, then moved to Saudi Arabia in 2013. Uh, Things are going fine. I'm trying to make myself busy on every today is Saturday in the morning, but we are sitting and recording this call.
Yes, fantastic. I know all about it myself, absolutely. And finance, wow, goodness gracious. How did the market's taken a bit of a crash itself, actually. That's probably another topic for another day.
Yeah, it's always fluctuating finance market. That's why I teach people also that when you are investing money in somewhere, be careful because if you are investing in gold, you are investing in stock, don't invest the money you need after 6 months. So you have to have the money that you don't need for next 3 to 4 years. Then you can take a risk. If you don't have that kind of money, please don't go this.
Yes, not financial advice. Very good. And so you mentioned that you're helping people. Could you walk me through some of the strategies? Because obviously the job market at the moment is probably maybe more tough than ever. I don't know what your take is on that.
See, if when I started my career in Pakistan, job market was very small because I was living in Pakistan in one of the city. And whenever I apply the job, I apply within the boundary of the city. And when I applied it, recruiters receive maybe 30 CVs, 35 CVs, and I have a chance, 1 is to 35. The probability is around 3 to 4% that they will open my CV. But today, in 2026, we are sitting in February, and if you see the job, there are thousands of people they are applying for a job. It can be 5,000, it can be 10,000. There is no limit actually, and they cannot stop this. They just stop the job. That's it. So, what is the probability? You can understand there is no probability that they will open your CV. So, your strategy has to be changed. Process has changed already. So, if you are not changing as candidate, you are not jumping into the new process, things will not work for you.
Yeah, yeah, very true. I mean, even since the pandemic, the process or the number of applicants has probably maybe twice or threefolded. And there's a huge number across the Middle East GCC region that I've seen. And I think, yeah, you've hit the nail on your head when you've seen thousands of people applying. I mean, you only need to go to LinkedIn and open any job advert, and it will say 1,000 people or 200 people have applied in the last hour. It's just phenomenal.
Even I know people, they apply every month 200 CVs and they are not getting anything. They are not receiving any calls, even just they receive automatic email, they feel happy for a few minutes, but everything becomes silent. So things are not good in terms of job searching because very few people are trying to understand the job market, how to apply and how to reach. If you don't have that kind of expertise, chances are very low chances that you will get something.
Yes, yes, I agree on there. And I think I call it spray and pray. So that sort of method no longer is effective. You could probably get a couple of callbacks, a few years ago by doing that and just submitting volume applicants or applications. But these days you need to be very strategic.
Yeah.
What would you say what do you find or would resonate as a strategic approach?
See, I design a career visibility framework that has 6 component. Number one is market mastery. You have to understand the changes in the different timing, how market is changing. The job market is changing, the process is changing, how to reach to recruiters. This is all process you have to understand how market is working. Because if you want to jump into the market where jobs are available, how they see you, you know, this is the major problem we have. So second is your personal brand. How many people knows you? you know. So when you go into the mall, sometime you want to save your time and you purchase the thing in the grocery which is in front of you, despite they have low brand maybe sometime, but you have to save your time because you are going into the queue of grocery and you find, oh, this is the place thing I need, but no matter what is the brand, purchase it, I can save my time. This is exactly HR is thinking. If you are doing your visibility, you are not helping yourself, you are helping HR as well, that they want to hire you. The third framework is the career asset, how you make your CVs, how you make your LinkedIn profile, because this is your assets that you are building over the time. And every time you build this, it will become more stronger by the time. And how you place the thing in your CVs and profile, this is also a tricky part that people does not know, that how to change the CVs when you're applying for different job. If you're applying for pharmaceutical company, the CV should be different. If you're applying for different roles, CV should be different. You are just applying one CV to every jobs. And this is one of the problem. Fourth problem is your networking. When you go into the events, when you go into the conference, how you react there. Do you go to the same community that you knows very well, or you find new friends there? So whenever you go to any community, you have to find at least three new connection. If you are not making three new connection, you are not taking return on investment of your time there. So this is one of the things. Fifth is interview. People are making a lot of mistakes when they are going for the interviews. They don't know how to communicate. They think that interview is a Q&A session. You have to wait for question and you answer. You wait for question. It's not Q&A. It's a communication session. You have to sell yourself within few minutes. You should know how to talk, how to understand the pain point of the company, how to give the solution at the same time. Solution may be practical, solution may not be practical, but they will understand your mindset that you can provide the solution. So that is the purpose of the interview. And last is negotiation. People don't know their worth. They are just comparing themselves from others, and they have to know their worth. What is the, maybe sometime you are undervalue yourself, and how to negotiate with company, this is also a tricky part. They can offer you as less as possible, but how you can reach to the fair market value, you should know that kind of things.
Yes, yes, fantastic. This is really 360 comprehensive approach. I think it's very well thought out and much needed. I guess being CVs and LinkedIn profiles or being them optimized is certainly my bread and butter. I've been doing this for a number of years. And I'd really like to resonate or hone in on the fact that you said tailoring the CV. So many people, and I've recruited in the past for multiple roles across various different sectors. You can tell they've literally just written one resume and then applied for that position without even reading the job description or the skill sets that the employer is looking for. And I think these days with language models, so many out there, the resumes you can tell when a language model has written it, but it still hasn't gone to the next phase, which it's capable of tweaking it to the skill sets or the pain points that that company is facing, and then the CV to be addressing those. And you only need to plug in some data or to prompt the language models to be able to gain a bigger picture of what these companies are truly looking for in their candidates.
No, another problem, Trisha, is your CV is not read by the human in these days. It's read by the AI. And AI is going to select you, not the human itself. The problem is your vocabulary, your words are not aligned with the job description of the job. If you are not using those kind of keywords, your CV might not go into shortlist process, because the AI process, which you can call it ATS process, which is in the market, many companies are using these kind of applications to shortlist the candidate. So if you are not reading properly job description and you're not actually using the exact keyword that they use. Sometime in finance, we call it FP&A. Sometimes we call it finance business partner. Sometimes we call it management accountant. So they are different keywords. So try to understand what is the keyword the employer want to ask. So instead of using your keyword that you like, try to understand what they like.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And I think a major point that people forget, whether it is in any form of interview or job application process, is leadership. People forget that it's important to highlight the regions that you've managed, budgets that you've handled, people that have been promoted as a result of your leadership, and awards, recognitions, the wider scope of your day-to-day operational activities.
One of the mistake people do in the interview, they tell them I built this, right? I achieved this. It's not this. You have to bring the story. What was the story? What was the struggle you faced when you are achieving these kind of milestones? So when you're achieving something, maybe you are struggling for learning point of view. You can make the story. When my boss gave me this task, I was not aware of this kind of thing. This is something new for me. But as a challenge, I accepted. I went to my friend, I learned something. I went to my mentor, I learned something. And within the time frame, after this learning, I compiled my learning from this document and I completed the task and sent to my manager. So see, this is the complete story that you are showing to them, and they will see you are fast learner. You can take a challenge, you can take a decision, you can collaborate with the people. So suddenly one story can trigger many points that employer want to listen from you.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yes. I just want to come back in terms of job applications and you're helping people. And are you helping those people who are outside of the country trying to land opportunities, or those who are already in Saudi or Dubai and then trying to perhaps reach a promotion once they've already established that role?
See, recently I launched a course of how to stand out in today's job market. It's a complete online course, and I found many problems because I am coaching as well. I coach more than 20 countries people, they are joining from my sessions. So I found the pain point exactly what people are facing. So what I gather all the points in my discussion, and I reached to the point where common points that everyone is facing. So I decided to design a course which has these six framework that I showed you.
Yeah.
And this online course is giving you complete roadmap that how to apply a job. It's not about something that, for example, you are learning CMA, you are expert for CMA in finance. You are learning medical, you are expert in medical, you are expert in engineering. But you have to accept the fact you are not expert in finding a job. This is a separate skills, right? If you are engineer, you feel that if I'm engineer, the job market is open for me. It's not like this. This is another process that you have to understand the market. If you don't learn these things, you will not get the thing you are looking for.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I think from my experience in helping those, but it's such a different pattern or different strategies if you're actually in the country itself versus those who are in Europe or US, etc., trying to get in because you physically can't go to your networking events, try and shake some physical hands. It's all done by correspondence. And I think people need to now really be quite think outside the box. LinkedIn is extremely saturated and perhaps even really think of other ways that they could be landing opportunities. And from my, I guess, experience, a lot of ROI pitches, for example, what's the ROI in my salary? You're proactively pitching to these companies to say, look, I could happily, for this salary, do X, Y, Z for you on these upcoming projects that you've launched. Um, yeah, I don't know if you've heard of submitting things like that, but I'm encouraging these sorts of things alongside a resume.
No, that's people has to understand the power of visibility because there are two kind of mindset. One is employee mindset, right? They are applying, 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 and they are waiting someone to read their CV. And then is other way around, HR mindset. What is the mindset? Someone leave the company and they have a pressure to hire him and they have very less time because they are serving their notice period 1 month 2 months, so they have to find the right candidate within 1 or 2 months. And when they hire the candidate they are going to hire, they will also serve the notice period in their company. So try to understand their pressure. So if you are visible, it's easy for them to hire you.
Yes,
If you are not visible, they will put more effort, so it's mean you can help them to hire yourself. If
yes.
you are visible, they will definitely go for those people. They have strong credibility, they have strong profile, they have a strong network, they have strong following. So the credibility part or screening part can be eliminated.
Yes.
They can offer you. I found my last two jobs without any formal interviews. I'm on LinkedIn. They just offer me, I like your profile. Will you work with us? That's it.
Yes, and this is the way it's going because when you've got 2,000, maybe 3,000 without a joke for some junior
Yeah.
role, it's too much. How can you do this? So it's better that people are searching, and with the LinkedIn filters being so advanced from the recruitment side of the platform, it's so important to have frequent content going out on the platform, because that's one of the metrics that LinkedIn will, the algorithm will pick that up. If you're more frequently on the platform, it notices that. The right keywords, that's essential to have. And then your thought leadership presence. So, really making sure that the content going out is resonating to the pain points of what these organizations that you're targeting are looking for. You only have to Google your name or use a language model to, to support you and find out what is it that people read about you.
Definitely. Even CV, Trisha, is not the primary document. It's not the first document to read. The first is your LinkedIn profile. How you're placing the banner, how you're placing your value proposition there. When someone open your profile within few seconds, what they should learn about you. If they are not learning anything, they will close it. If they are not closing, they are actually, you are losing the opportunity.
Yeah.
Because I tell you one fact that if someone is called for the interview, what does it mean? It's mean 80% you are hired. 80%. Because they like what they want. They want to hire you. That's why they are investing time with you during the interviews. They are not wasting their time just to call him to meet them. No, they find something valuable in your CV or profile. That's why they call you. Please come, I want to see you. What is 20%? Is just a matching yourself with your CV. That's it. And this is many people make mistakes. They don't make right things in their CV. They don't reflect their personality in the CV. And when recruiter find that gap, you lose the opportunity. And who is hired? They have matching with their CVs because sometimes they are asking questions within your CV and you are not able to answer it. And I found this issue in 80% of candidates.
Yes, I love it. I love it. You're absolutely right. Because most of the time, the recruiters, not the, I'm separating the recruiters from internal HR teams here, but they're paid a commission from the company that they're hiring. So they want to present solid candidates to make sure they get their payment. And so to be
Yeah.
able to then present a handful of quality candidates, they must have found something quality in you to be able to engage in that conversation. And you're
It is
right.
something like this. You will not recommend someone you cannot trust.
Yes, yes.
And you will not hire someone you will not like. So it's not about your degree and education and certification.
Yes, and also I think a strong personal brand these days can be free marketing for the company. It's probably a very underutilized platform. If all employees posted frequent content and built their brands, it's free marketing for the company in synergy with everyone when everyone's doing it together.
Exactly. They feel good if
Yes,
someone is posting on daily basis and they are part of their organization. They
yes.
will feel good if someone is raising my brand.
Yes, that's right. It makes me feel not frustrated. That's probably too strong of a word when people say, "No, I don't want to post content. My employer won't be happy, or I can't do that." It's your profile. It's the right of it's your words. It's not your company's image or viewpoints that are coming.
Another problem is I also recommend institution, they are universities, they are colleges, they are not focusing on this area. They are focusing on their core area, which is your technical knowledge. But there should be a topic in the schools or college to teach them that once you qualify from here, what is the next step, how you have to find a job. Because literally, I'm telling you, job finding is a separate skill, 100%,
Absolutely. I think specific to the GCC market, I mean, if you went to
especially.
The Australian job market is totally different. We maybe get 6 or 7 people apply to the role. So it's a total opposite here in Australia. You need to be headhunting. You need to be doing all of the outreach and doing all of the search as a recruiter. You can't just wait for people to apply. So
Because GCC problem, Trisha, is everybody is want to work there in Middle East, Dubai, UAE, and there is so much competition. And how you are going to stand out in the competition? You cannot without your visibility and good networking, understanding the market, profile enhancement, optimization. You have to have these kind of things.
yes, yes, I love it. Your 5 frameworks, they are fantastic. Saeed, how can people get in touch with you?
I have my website fbptoday.com and they can find me there. They can apply, see my YouTube channel. So once they will go to the fbptoday.com, they can reach me very easily. Go to my LinkedIn profile, send my me invite. I normally accept all the invites, and I replied on the queries as well that I receive through the messages as well.
Excellent. And do you only help finance people, or is it extended to the
Now, when it terms of it comes to job market, so it's universal. So it's not applying only for finance. I can help to anyone they want to get in touch with me and they want to learn something from the job perspective.
Excellent. Saeed, it's been a pleasure. Let's keep connected and we'll speak soon.
Thank you so much, Teresa, for this call, and really, really pleasure meeting with you. And maybe next time we can have another podcast with you to, steal your market on some other things.
Yes, indeed. Take care.